I'm one of the co-founders of our local Black Lives Matter chapter, and we have some great relationships with some of the people, with Queer People for Black Lives. And in light of everything going on, and in light of this being the 51st year of Stonewall, they invited us to be a part of this. In fact, they wanted to do this as Queer People for Black Lives. So, hell yeah, that sounds good. Let's do that.
We're out here today because, well, we get to be married. You know, we get to enjoy being out as a queer couple. So we feel that we are out here today because we have the rights and we get to enjoy all our aspects of our life and who we are as individuals, because at some point in time, a queer Black individual spoke out and fought for all of us here. So if we are not here to continue that, for that the next generations can continue to expand on their rights and benefits and privileges in the world, I wouldn't be able to live with myself.
What brought me out here today, I heard about the march, I heard about this protest because I was asked to speak today, but honestly that's not my biggest motivation. I have been an advocate and part of this community for a very long time, and I'm definitely an advocate for rights for all people, especially marginalized folk, especially queer people, for over a decade now. So I'm very honored that I'm able to come here and speak today, but I'm more here to be part of the people.
I tried to write a poem about dying while residing under a house weaponized, where America is the gun, but writing about America is a trigger. So I channel my community, how queer Black people create change. I think of the irony in, the more this community creates, the more people feed off our stories. I watch us bloom into a flower. I watch some begin to correlate flower with tainted thing. I watch how they become afraid of us in a country, a world that is afraid of them. And I praise the day when we collectively proclaim our power. Do not request to live, people. Demand to be alive. To not cower at the edge of a garden, but instead create yourself a crown out of the roses. I am auntie. I am woman. I am Black. I am queer Black woman, and I have died, and you have died, and we have died so much they thought we were dead. I think of injustice.
I'm here because it's the 51st anniversary of the Stonewall riots, and I think there's no better time than the present to revisit the origins of this movement and kind of bring it back to what really matters. For too long, a lot of members of the queer community who are not white have felt very pushed to the side in the movement, even though it was started by people of color. So it's something that tends to happen a lot, but it is definitely something that is still felt. And I think that that's why it matters, because visibility matters and being represented matters.
So I'm here to support Black Lives Matter. This is an event organized by Queer Pride for Black Lives in support of not only the broader movement, but the local movement here in our backyard, which is Long Beach. I think it's important as allies, regardless of your identity, to come out, show solidarity, because there is significance when the movement grows with participants. And what I think has been extremely effective and beautiful and inspiration to see is over the course of a month, this movement has grown significantly around the world. And like I said, right here in our own backyard in Long Beach, which helps create the pressure in elected officials to create significant and hopefully sustainable structural change with respect to police department and the city of Long Beach as a whole.
Today's event, I came out because I've been going out to all the events that we have. I want to show my support, my solidarity, especially for queer and trans Black lives. I'm really hoping that this is a turning point and that we keep going forward and not backwards. So I feel it's important to always come out and support, no matter what.
Down Babylon, Black people are the bomb, we ready. Hey, fuck Garcia.
Hey, down Babylon, Black people are the bomb, we ready. Hey, fuck Garcia. Hey.
What can people do to not only get involved today, but in a sustainable way with Black Lives Matter?
So, I say, follow what we're doing. It's our local chapter here, as well as the national chapter, the Black Lives Matter Global Network, the movement for Black Lives. And then bring your body. When we call for folks to be somewhere, when we call for you to do it, come. We need your energy, and then do those conversations with your family and friends. Then educate yourself, but don't expect me as a black person to be educating you, because now you're putting another burden on me and on other black people. There's plenty of stuff out there for folks who are not black, or folks who are black, to read, to learn, to understand what we mean when we talk about systemic racism, to learn to understand what we mean when we talk about police brutality, to learn to understand what we mean when we talk about defunding the police and investing in black community. Those are critical things. Folks need to educate themselves on it so you can stand with us both virtually and in person when we're in the street.